It was the kind of awful sports moment you never forget. Kevin Ware, a sophomore guard for Louisville, was playing in a game against Duke Sunday for entry into the Final Four when he broke his lower right leg, in two places as he contested a three-point shot. Ware jumped to try and block a shot, and his leg bent at practically a right angle when he landed. The bone was coming through his skin. The frightening break was captured on national television. CBS Now only showed the replay twice, and the next 10 minutes of coverage consisted of showing the grieving players and even a crying coach, Rick Pitino. Ware left the court on a stretcher and had surgery late Sunday night. School officials said that the leg was broken in two places, but it was reset and a rod was inserted into his right tibia. Doctors say that the surgery in such cases is usually successful, and Ware should return to health.
Jim Nantz during the broadcast said it was the worst basketball injury he can ever remember seeing, and I think it goes a step beyond that, like you said. I mean, this was as hard to watch as anything that we've seen in football, which obviously has a much higher risk of injury. And I think a lot of people did think of the Joe Theismann injury, his famous knee injury, and Joe actually tweeted about it and sent his thoughts and said they were with Kevin. So I do think this was right up there with that famous injury as far as the impact it had on people who saw it.
Yeah, and Theismann had pads on. I mean, it's like even when a guy in football gets hit, you think, okay, he's protected, he is, and we know it's not entirely true, but at least you have a sense of comfort that these are guys who take hits for a living and have protection. This kid was just laying there. I think for me, it was also the gruesomeness of it. Donald, do you think that they did a decent job at CBS of not showing it too many times? I mean, in this day and age of guts and gore, they could have shown it 50 times. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, watching the game live, obviously, I was watching with some Duke friends that, I think 2 times was enough. 1 time was enough. When you see it live, we immediately knew that something bad was going on. And when they showed the replay, we knew just exactly how bad it was. I think they did the right thing by not showing it too many times because that's something you never want to see. I mean, we're talking about kids playing a game in front of millions, and the fact that happened it's still shocking. It doesn't really happen in basketball really ever. It's something that happens in football. You may see it in soccer, but to see that for the next half hour of the game, even as a Duke fan, all we were thinking about was how bad we felt for that kid that happened, and that we wished him a speedy recovery.